Chapter 7. The night I lost Sherlock Holmes. That night I lost Sherlock Holmes. He is a world-famous detective, and I lost him. I did not lose an actual person called Sherlock Holmes. That would be impossible. Sherlock Holmes is not real. He's a character from mystery stories. The Sherlock Holmes I lost was made of paper. He was part of my project, and I needed to find him. Did you look under the table? Mom said. I looked under the table. No Sherlock. Did you leave it in your school bag? She asked. I looked in my school bag. No Sherlock. The project is called the Mysteriopedia. It is not for school. It is for me, and it is not finished. When it's done, it will be an encyclopedia that lists all the famous detectives from books and their greatest mysteries. That is why it is called the Mysteriopedia. Right now, it was a mess of paper and glue on our kitchen table, and my brain was buzzing. Take a break, Myron, Mom said. The Mysteriopedia can wait. She rubbed the back of my head. That usually made the buzz go away. The doctors say my brain feels like it's buzzing when I get frustrated. But it wasn't the missing Sherlock that was upsetting me. It was Hurrah and Glitch. Hurrah was my detective partner. Glitch was our client. In all the stories in my Mysteriopedia, the partner and the client work with the detective to solve the mystery. But the mystery of the snack snatcher was different. My partner and my client were also my suspects. Glitch stole stuff last year. Did she steal the snacks this year? Did she hire us to get us off her trail? Hurrah was hiding in the kitchen closet when the snacks were stolen. She said she didn't see the thief. Was she telling the truth? Worst of all, if Hurrah was the snack snatcher, I would lose my detective partner and my only friend at my new school. I was just beginning to like having a detective partner. Alicia came in the kitchen. She got some orange juice from the fridge. Why does Columbo have a man in a funny hat stuck to his ear? She asked. Columbo is a basset hound. His ears drop to the floor and his body is long and thin like a sausage. Columbo belongs to the whole family, but he likes me the best. I change his water and take him for walks. Alicia just makes fun of him, but I know she likes him too. A paper cutout of a detective hung from Columbo's left ear. Sherlock Holmes! I plucked the detective, then I hugged Columbo. He licked my face. It was wet and warm. I don't like wet things on my face, but it was different when the wet thing is Columbo licking. The buzzing in my head disappeared. The picture fell from the table after I put glue on it, I explained to Alicia. The glue stuck the paper to Columbo's ear when he walked by. I always knew his big ears would be good for cleaning the floors, Alicia said, and for solving mysteries. I hugged Columbo again. I glued the picture of Sherlock Holmes into the Mysteriopedia. There were dogs' hairs stuck to the picture. I didn't mind. They were Columbo's hairs. He deserved a spot in my mystery book for solving the mystery of the missing detective. The next morning, I was late getting to school. It wasn't my fault. I'm always on time. I do not like being late. Alicia thinks it's cool to be late for things. She says it's called being fashionably late. Detectives don't care about fashion. I got into school just as the last entry bell rang. I hurried to room 15. No one was there. Myron, come here quick, Hurrah called to me from down the hall. She was outside the kitchen. She wasn't alone. Mr. Harple was there, talking quietly to Mrs. Peterson. Glitch was there too. She stared at something inside the kitchen. I joined them at the door. The snack snatcher struck again, Hurrah said. The kitchen was a mess. Packages of food were ripped open and tossed around the room. Red pizza sauce had spilled across the counter. Mr. V was in the middle of all with a mop, cleaning up the mess. I don't know how he got into the school, Mr. V said. I'm always the first one here in the morning. I leave the front door unlocked after I get here. That way teachers can get in if they arrive early, but this mess was here before I even unlocked the doors. I can't cook like this, Mrs. Peterson said. This is the second morning I come in to find a mess in my kitchen. I'm cleaning it up as fast as I can, Mr. V said. Oh, I didn't mean that, Mr. V, Mrs. Peterson said. You're working hard. You're working too hard. Cleaning up fallen trees, patching holes in the roof, and now this, it's the last thing you need. I'm thinking about what just happened here. Because he said the mess was there before he had even unlocked the doors.
But so it couldn't be smoking through the roof.
Maybe. The last thing I needed was Mr. V mopping up valuable clues. I asked him to wait, Hurrah said to me, but Mrs. Peterson needs a clean kitchen to start making lunch for everyone. We'll never solve this mystery if we can't investigate the crime scenes, I said. I know, Hurrah said. I got the scoop from Mrs. Peterson. The crime is different from yesterday's. It looks like the same mess as yesterday. Almost the same mess, Hurrah said. This time the kitchen was ruined before Mrs. Peterson arrived at the school. The cupboards were open and food was knocked off the shelves. So the thief struck at night this time, after everyone had left. But how did the thief get into the school? Hurrah asked. If only I had seen the crime scene before and Mr. V mopped it up, I said. Now we'll never know. Glitch came up behind me. Never say never when Glitch and her cameras are around. I took some pictures before Mr. V got the mess totally cleaned up. Those are pictures I want to see, I said. We can look at them in the classroom, Mr. Harple suggested. 20 minutes later, we were sitting on the carpet looking at photos of spilled pasta sauce projected onto the classroom's whiteboard. Jordan wandered in. Is this what Mrs. Peterson is making us for lunch today? Hurrah bounced over to make room for him on the carpet. It's our latest crime scene. Glitch's photos showed what the kitchen looked like, just as Mr. V started cleaning up the mess. It was better than nothing. A lot of stuff is knocked over, Hurrah said. The thieves are very clumsy. Maybe they wanted to make a mess, Glitch said. Maybe they wanted to tell Mrs. Peterson they didn't like her cooking, Jordan said. The others kept tossing around their ideas, but I wasn't really listening. I was looking at Glitch's photos. Photos showed the snack snatcher's mess from different angles. Mr. V had mopped up most of the pizza sauce from the floor, but there were still red splatters on the walls and even on the small window looking out to the school parking lot. Wait, I said. All eyes turned to me. What is it, Myron? Hurrah asked. I walked up to the whiteboard and pointed to a red splotch on the window. The thief really splashed the pizza sauce far, Glitch said. That's not pizza sauce, I shook my head. It's a different kind of red. It's auburn, Jordan said. I have paints that color at home. It's great for painting people who have red hair. Glitch squinted at the red spot on the screen. That's somebody's hair? Somebody with red hair, I said. Somebody who is very worried about us snooping around the school. Hurrah jumped to her feet. Smasher! So, did we just get to something important?
Yes.
What did we just get to?
We just got to the climax.
We just got to the climax, right? Because we just figured out, something just happened. So, what did they just find?
I found a piece of red hair, and they know that, I forgot her name.
Smasher?
But she was one of the Smasher. She has red hair, so they know it's her.
So they just found, right? They just found red hair in a photo that Glitch had taken. So I'm going to put right here. So this is our climax. So Myron found red hair in a photo.
Miss Chandler.
Yes, Michael.
The activities on Cecil, I didn't do them yet.
I know, Michael. Just hold on. Don't worry about it just yet. but we're going to finish reading, okay? We're doing reading right now. Okay, so Myron found red hair in a photo taken by Glitch. So we're also going to say the red hair belonged to Smasher, okay? So is there something you think that I should add before this? What should I add before I added that? What happened?
They think that they found the snack snatcher.
So they think that, well, so they didn't find the snack snatcher, but the snack snatcher did what? Struck
again.
Struck again, right? So I'm going to put right here the snack snatcher struck again. Okay, the snack snatcher struck again. And you don't want to put 2 on here? That they came before the school was open. Because I really want us to think about that. Now we know, though, I mean, we know that whoever it was probably got in through the window, which is where they found the red hair. And they know the red hair belongs to Smasher. Okay, so let's think about this, okay? I want you to think about, so we had already made this hunch that we thought it was Smokey. So do you still think that it could be Smokey is the main culprit, or do you think that it is Smasher?
It could be Smasher.
Hold on. I want you to type me in the chat, okay? Do you think it's Smokey or Smasher? And tell me why. Do you think it's Smokey or Smasher? And tell me why. Smokey or Smasher? Because we've kind of narrowed it down to those 2. We don't really have anybody else on our list anymore. We've kind of narrowed it down to those 2 suspects.
Chandler, did you like what I said?
Let's see, I'm gonna start reading them. So I have Smasher, Smasher, Smasher because they found the red hair. Smasher, Smasher because she has red hair and says no snooping. It could be Smokey because he goes places at night because he's a raccoon. Ooh, very true. Camila said red hair, mean, does not want them to find the case, and more for Smasher. Smasher because she's a bully and bullies like to do bad things. Okay, Michael said Smasher. So let's do this actually. You know what I want to do? Let's take, I'm going to take 2 sticky notes and I'm going to take what y'all have said. Okay. And I'm going to write, I'm actually may just take 1. Okay. And we're going to make a list, not really a list kind of, but I'm going to put, so these are our suspects because we've kind of narrowed it down to 2. So we have Smasher and we have Smokey. All right, so let's think about, I'm going to use some of what y'all have just said, okay? So we're going to say Smasher because of the red hair that they found, right? So I'm going to put Myron found red hair in the photo. Okay. Then Grace said the no snooping, right? She keeps saying no snooping, which is a little suspicious. Okay, then what? Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna get to yours. I'm going in order of of the ones that I have on here. Okay. Then Walter said he had a good one. He said the Smokey because he's a raccoon and raccoons travel at night. Or they move at night. Raccoons move at night. And the second death struck at night. Okay. Camila said the red hair, mean. She does not want them to find the case. So we'll put on here mean and bully. Okay. Holly said smasher, bully. Bullies do bad things. Okay, so we have mean and bully. Sarah said Smokey because he could get through the roof or window. Okay. Could.
I went through a before, but like mine.
Through a roof or window. Okay. Isabella said the red hair, or smasher because of the red hair. Tony said smasher because red hair, and smasher got upset when Myron said he was trying to find the snack snatcher, right? Because she keeps saying no snooping, and then the red hair photo, good. Cuddy said smasher because his friends were like, do not solve it, and they were stopping him. Oh, that's very true, so we could add that to smasher. The friends were also telling Myron no snooping. Okay, smasher, red hair smasher. Okay, so is there anything else we could add to Smokey? Camila, what could we add to Smokey?
Well, I wasn't going to say that, but I was going to say it might not be the red hair for Smasher because some tomato sauce spilled and it could have got on the hair.
That's very true.
Or it could have spilled on Smokey's skin where it was gray and then it turned a different color.
Okay, so we could put in here the tomato sauce could have turned him red. Okay. Oh, Tristan said Smasher wants to make trouble. That's very true. That kind of goes along with the bully thing.
The tomato sauce red.
Wants to make trouble. Okay. I like what Ali said. Ali said it could be neither one of them and that we're just focusing on the red hair. And someone could have framed Smasher. So that's also true. That could be a possibility. But right now, with the clues that we've had, it's leading us to Smasher and Smokey. So those are our two suspects right now. And I like what Grace said. Grace said, who is the imposter? So which one is the imposter? So one of them is an imposter, right? So one of them is not the actual suspect. One of them did it, one of them didn't. So
Smokey because his true.
Holly, anything else we can add?
Yeah, like they could have gotten hurt. One of them could have gotten hurt, and then they could have like tipped over the tomato sauce and then it falls.
Yeah. Yeah, very true.
Or maybe it's blood.
Yeah, it could be. So I want y'all to think about one more thing with Smokey. Think about when Hurrah went to the tree. What did she say? Smokey is usually where?
In the tree?
The tree.
Usually in the tree. Grace, was Smokey in the tree?
No.
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 Her tree got knocked over in the storm.
Good, because the tree got knocked over in the storm, right? So I'm going to say Smokey is missing.
If he was in the tree, he could have survived and then got mad and then started stealing snacks.
Very true. So Smokey is missing from the tree. So these are our two suspects we've narrowed it down to right now, okay? We may get some more when we read the next chapter, but now we know that we're at the climax. So we know that the story is probably going to be leading us to an ending very, very soon. Okay? All right. So